So I'm like a monkey stand right now. Good afternoon, people. I'm finally outside of my hotel quarantine, and now I'm in Waikiki Beach in Honolulu. So I wanted to do a little bit of an intro to give you context on what's been happening and give you the backdrop needed to make this video more authentic. So when this pandemic started, I was in LA for 2 months, pretty much by myself in an apartment. And as someone who's used to going out a lot and meeting a lot of people on the daily or weekly basis, that was kind of weird. The whole time I was in LA, I was trying to figure out where can I go to find some sense of normalcy. Hawaii seemed to be a safe spot. They had this quarantine program in place where I could come in to make sure I'm not bringing it with me. And then I called in some hostels and they told me what I was hoping to hear, which was that there are some people or travelers stuck in hostels. So came here, did the whole hotel quarantine, went to a first hostel, which was a little bit of a janky one, but it was cheaper and I just tried it out for a couple of days and it wasn't too bad. It was an interesting place. The fans weren't working. At one point we had to put a dumbbell, use my hair ties and a bunch of other things to get a fan working without smacking the thing that's supposed to stop it. So yeah, that was interesting. Not really a social place. Then I tried the second hostel, which I'm at right now, which is usually apparently the hostel to be. But as soon as I got here, I realized that there's only one other person in the dorm. He wasn't a traveler either. He just got here using a stimulus check and was trying to find a job and whatnot. And I met a couple of other people that are mostly volunteers who got stuck traveling. And they seem like very nice people, but it's not really been easy to hang out with anyone. So, you know, despite what I expected, I haven't been really able to hang out with people, I guess, that I would call friends for a couple of months now. And that's been a little bit weird. And I know a lot of people, millions of people, billions of people have it worse right now because they don't have security for food. So many people don't have shelter. So many people are sick from the pandemic. Hell, my uncle, who co-signed my student loans for college, was in the hospital in New York for a week. My mom's sister is sick right now. As I'm making this video, she's feeling better, but whatever, yeah, people are sick. People have immediate family members that are sick and they have a lot worse problems. And I'm glad I don't have those problems, but it's still weird. It's still very weird for me, it is very weird not being able to go out and, I don't know, give a friend a hug or something like that. Yeah, I don't think I've hugged anyone for 3 months. That's like very much first world problems, but it is weird. And yesterday I was feeling especially weird for some reason, and it was just, I don't know, it just made me really sad for a second. And then I sort of talked to my family, who are there for me always, and started journaling, which is what I usually do when I'm having a rough patch. I try to think it out. So then I just started thinking about what do I usually do that makes me happy outside of socializing, you know? And video editing is actually one of my favorite hobbies that I can get lost in, and I think that really helped me through a big part of the quarantine so far. Is I had a lot of videos to edit. I think the best way for me to go forward is trying to go out and make a video. And the reason I haven't filmed anything in the last week out here so far is because there hasn't really been any content to film. A lot of the national parks and whatnot are closed, and I don't want to really take an Uber out to go somewhere and hike where you're not supposed to go by hiking by yourself anyways. I was planning initially on making some surfing videos, but when I came here, the currents have just been so ridiculously strong for the last couple of days. Like every day there are warnings saying, if you don't know what you're doing, don't go out there. And I see these big waves and I'm like, yeah, I would definitely die if my leash came off. But today, I think I'm gonna go out to Waikiki, try bodyboarding because that's a little bit safer. I think I might have found someone who's gonna go bodyboarding with me to make sure that I don't drown.
The biggest strap out on the board?
On me.
On you?
It's like a bra.
Oh, okay.
Hey, this is Gavin, also from California.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, he's from my hostel. We haven't even started and the leash just came off. I guess we go back to the hostel, which is thankfully 5 minutes away, and get another board. So I've been waiting for like 20 minutes for Gavin to come back with a new board and he's not coming back. These waves do look super scary, but I think I might just stay near the shallow end, probably not get drowned. That was A lot of fun, and B, very difficult, especially with the GoPro on. So I went back home and looked at the footage on my computer, and that looked terrible. So I'm gonna go out there and show you guys what bodyboarding should look like. I'm gonna head to what's probably my favorite spot in Waikiki so far from the little that I've seen. Okay, so quarantine or no quarantine, Waikiki has to have some of the prettiest sunsets I've ever seen. And something really cool just happened. I was walking past the beach and found this really cute golden retriever named Jasper. And the owners let me play fetch with him for a little bit.
Yeah, it's my daughter's already.
So I'd say overall today was a big success because first off, I am not as afraid of the waves as I was 6 hours ago because I learned that they're somewhat manageable if you have a boogie board, I guess. And number two, the guy from the hostel named Gavin, well, I never found him when I was boogie boarding, but turns out he has a car and he likes to go on hikes. So tomorrow we're going to the Krater hike. Okay, so shoes check, knee braces check, dirty shirt that I'm gonna take off the moment I start sweating check, and I'm ready to take on vlog day 2 and the Krater hike. We think it's finally legal to go up there because
with this many cars, a parking lot.
Yeah, the number of cars suggests that it's probably legal. Okay, so we're at the base of the Krater hike, and this is basically an outpost from World War II on top of this little hill, and they built these rail tracks back during World War II to get cargo up to the top, and then it got abandoned. So now people climb those steps. Oops, almost tripped.
My bike and I was 12 years old again. How fun would that
Woo.
be?
That is a BMX track.
Yeah.
That's a bunch of wildcats that apparently I'm not supposed to pet because, yeah, they kind of look angry. If you're coming here, do not approach cats, even if they look like they're very pettable. Do not, I don't know if pettable is a word. Do not try to go around the property because there's a gun range here too, so you don't want to mess with whoever runs that. But if you stick to the main trail, you should be fine. Supposed to be 1,050 steps. Apparently, steps get a lot steeper near the end. It gets more fun. So I guess this is the part. This is the part where you fall. You're pretty much injured. that hike was brutal. Not quite like Akatanengo hike, but it was pretty intense. But I mean, the view from up here is really world class. You can see Hanauma Bay on the other side, and a lot of people up here just chilling, taking selfies. I don't think anyone else is vlogging. And I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of chilly right now. I was sweating all the way up here, and now it's cold and windy, almost too windy, so I hope you can actually hear this. Well, shit. Literally almost just fell over. As I was saying, it's really windy. Well, I'm gonna end this vlog here on the high note. It's been a very adventurous 2 days. I'll catch you guys on the next one from Hawaii.